You can see my screen. You are welcome to tonight's section. I remain your facilitator for this section this night. I'm Mr. Franklin. Let me know if you can hear me, if you can see my screen. Much appreciated. Alright, this night's section we are going to be looking at how to automate data entry in Microsoft Excel so that we won't be repeating tasks. There won't be any repetition of tasks as regards to data entry. One of the tedious work in data analysis is data entry. That's one of the tedious work in data analysis, which is data entry. And we are going to be looking at how to automate the data entry this night. Let me know if I'm audible, if you can hear me. Kindly let me know if you can hear me, if you can see my screen. Beautiful Steven, you are welcome. Let me know also where you are joining me from, your name and where you are joining me from. Much appreciated. Let's keep it coming. And I will also encourage us to press the like button on the live section and then use a second to share the live to anyone that you feel will be of huge benefit for tonight's section. Cynthia, you are welcome. I can hear you, I can see your screen, you are welcome. Kindly let me know where you are joining me from this night. We have students across the board. Let me know where you are joining me from this night. So as to begin this night section, we are going to be looking at how to automate tasks, especially the data entry in Microsoft Excel. All right, now let's proceed. We don't have much time to waste this night. We don't have much time. This section is organized by Solomon Institute of Tech and Management. It's a scholarship program in data analysis. Anyone is free to join. Bob Man joining from Abuja. Good to have you. Good to have you this night. We are going to be looking at how to automate data entry, which is one of the most, I will not say difficult, but tedious. When you begin to enter data repetitively and stuff like that. And one of the things about this is it helps you to collate in real time. It helps to collate in real time. We are going to be looking at that, how we can use Excel macros, how we can use data validation, how we can use conditional formatting as regards to this nice section. Michael, you are welcome joining from Lagos. Good to have us. Good to have us. And like I said, if you belong to any of the platform, especially the data analysis scholarship platform, please drop in the WhatsApp group, drop in that group that we are live. This section we have started projects. This is our first project in Excel. We have started real life project work. The last time we looked at payroll and stuff like that, but this section we are getting deeper into what we have, and I will want to give that 1 minute to go to that group, drop any platform you belong to where you get the link for this nice session. But I'm most interested in the data analysis scholarship group. Drop there that we are live. Let everyone join us this night. Let everyone join us this night. I'm your facilitator, Mr. Franklin, a seasoned data analyst, a HR and project management consultant. I will be your trainer as we go through the data analysis section. I'm like I said, a seasoned data analyst. I have worked as a data analyst for years, minimum of 7 years above. I can say that I know one or two, let me put it that way, one or two when it comes to data analysis. And I can boldly say that I know my onion. That I can boldly say when it comes to data analysis, I can boldly say that. All right, now that is me here. If you have known me a bit, this is me. I'm not going to flog it. I'm not going to dwell too much on that. One of the things I bring is expertise in every of my section. I'm confident to say that. Why? Because this is what I'm born to do. Passionate about teaching, passionate about imparting knowledge. That is what I'm born to do. Like you, some of you might have understand that, some of you might have known that. I can teach for Africa, I can lecture, I can inspire for Africa. That is one of the things I'm born to do. All right, now without wasting much time, let's get into our Microsoft Excel that we are going to be working with this night. This night we will try to complete 2 projects. If possible, we will try to complete 2 projects. The first project we will be working with this night is the HR data entry form. The HR data entry form. You are working as a HR specialist, as a HR consultant, as an admin, and you recruit staffs, and when they come in, their details, you get their information and what have you. And you don't want to be in a way that you will be, maybe you give the person form, manual form to fill, and then when the person fill it, you are now going to enter it into the database of the organization. Why not design a simple entry form that when the staff come, when the employee comes, they enter it themselves and submit. Once it submits, it gets to the database and it entered, work done, and done effectively, efficiently, without stress. And that is one of the things we are going to do. I have prepared a bit of stuff that will help me to work fast. Please permit me, I might be moving with speed of light this night because I will want to complete 2 projects. The second project we will be looking at, you are working as a sales manager, you are a sales executive, director, marketing officer, and stuff like that. And you raise invoice. You raise invoice every now and then, and you need to keep track of sales. You are going to be working on sales tracker. You need to be keeping track of sales, how much was made, how much is have entered, how much is pending, what, and you need to keep track of sales via your sales invoice. We are going to also look at how to do that project this night. We are going to look at how to do that project this night. Now, peradventure, you are with us in this section this night, and you are asking, why not we do sales entry form? Because when sales officers make sales, they enter the sales in the sales ledger, sales entry form. That is beautiful. I appreciate that. However, we have in this channel, I have done a training, I have done a meticulous training on how to design a sales entry form. Feel free to check the channel, both the live session and the videos I have done on that. But tonight I'm going to be looking at, in this badge of scholarship, we are going to be working with HR and invoice entry form, how we can effectively automate it this night. I have my table headers. These are my field names. In database we can call these fields. These are my field names, or column headers. These are my field names. These are some data I will be working with. These are some information I will be working with. Now I'm going to be designing this data entry form. I'm going to be designing this data entry form. Please work with me this night. Work with me as I do this. I'm going to be designing this data entry form. Let's proceed. Now, this employee ID, I want to merge these 2 cells together. So I will go to select, I will highlight the 2 cells and go to click merge and center. Once that is done, I press Ctrl C to copy, and then come down here, paste, come down here, paste, come down here, paste, come here, paste. We want to merge them together. Okay, I think we come here and paste. Ctrl C, come here, paste, come here, paste, come here, paste. If you are working with me If you are with me and you have your PC, feel free to go alongside with me. Feel free to go alongside with me. I'm going to be doing virtually everything live with us tonight. Virtually everything. I want to believe that time will permit me. And anytime, feel free to drop your question in the comments, in the chat box. I will be able to handle that. Now, when you look at this, you see that all these cells are merged together. Okay, this one, we don't need it to merge. You can see that. All right. Now, having done this, having done that, Mariam, you are welcome from the Lagos. Good to have you. Now, having done that, we are going to apply conditional formatting. We are going to apply conditional formatting. Please pay attention this night. There are certain things in conditional formatting I'm going to be teaching. I will be using this entry form to go into some advanced features of conditional formatting in Microsoft Excel. If you don't know the basic conditional formatting, please take our Excel training for beginners. Take our Excel training for beginners. We have done justice to that also for beginning the basis of conditional formatting. We have done that. Check this section, check the channel. You will see our Excel course for beginners. But this night, I'm going to be using some of advanced functions of conditional formatting in order to make our form look presentable. All right, now I'm going to, once I select this, now, okay, let's go to conditional formatting. Under conditional formatting, we come to highlight cell rules. Remember to select remember that to make sure this place is selected. Then under that, you come to more rules. You come to more rules. Now, under more rules, you come to cell value. You come to cell value. Now, once in cell values, you will see different options. You will see different options here. You will see different options here under your cell values. We are going to select blanks. If the cell is blank, what do we want? We come to format here. Now, once we get to format, we go to fill. If the cell is blank, let's select this gray. So we want it to be gray color. This is what I will have, and then I will say okay. You see that this is already, because it's blank, we have it to be a little bit, how will I put it, a little bit not okay for me. What I will do now is, it might take me time, but on your own you can do that. Let me insert this, and then if is blank, let's go to format, select this, and then come to border. I will say select all border. I need it to have border, and then I might come to the border color. What border color do I want? Okay, let's still maintain the black, and then we say okay, and we say okay. Now you look at it, it gives it a border, so we can drag down, and then we drag down as well. Let's copy this, paste, and paste. So we drag this down here. We come over, drag this to this place. We come to this and we drag it. All right. Now this is our entry box. This is our entry box. Now, if it's empty, it's going to be like this. But when we want, if what if I type, maybe if I say AD191 and move to the next, you see that the thing is no longer gray color because it has value in it. Now we are going to do also conditional formatting here. If it has value, if it has value, what do we want? If it has value, what do we want? So I select this, go to conditional formatting, come to cell rules, and here more rules, come to this place, I say no blanks. No blanks. Once it's not blank, border, the border, let's say I give it this gray color, make it this, come to fill, let's say I make it blue, if that is okay. Maybe that's what your client or your company wants. And then come to font, select let's say select white, and then say okay, this is how it will be, and we say okay. All right, now once that is done, we drag it down here, and also we copy, paste here, paste here, paste here, and paste here. So go with me, drag this down, and then drag this down as well, drag this down. Also we do the same to this, we do the same to this. All right, now what that means, if I enter, let's say mail here, and move down, you see automatically it changes to blue, which means there is an entry in that. So that way we have confirmed that. Let's check if this is there, if this is okay. The same single department, let's say HR, is everything is okay. We look at this, everything is okay. Now once we come here, I'm just this is valid, so let's delete them. All right, I'm trying to be a bit fast. Okay, we have set up, first we have set up our formatting. When we enter the way we want it to be, we have set it up. And the next thing to do is I will come here to insert another. Let me insert another stuff here. No, let me Control C. Let me use this. I don't want it to extend such stuff. Okay, now here I'm going to reduce this to this size. Now I'm going to reduce it to this size. Now what I want here is this. I want in a situation where what I want to do is in a situation where if I enter stuff here, if I enter something here, it will mark good. That's what I'm looking at. If I enter anything here, I enter ID and move, it will mark good here. It will mark good. That's what I want to achieve. That's what I want to achieve. Now, what I will do is I will come here and use the if statement, the if function. That's why all those stuff we are learning, they are all very important. So I'm going to say equals to if. Let me double click this. Now I'm going to say if this equals empty. If it's nothing, then I will just put open and close. That means nothing. If the value in this place is empty, that means nothing is in it, then comma, what do I want? I want it to return empty as well. Just write opening of double quotation, you close it, opening of double quotation, you close it. Now, if it's not empty, what do I want? I open a quotation here and put P, and put P. Okay, there is something I'm looking for. I'll put P here, and this is what we have. Let's close this and we hit enter. Of course, there is nothing here. Now, if I put 121 here, hit enter, the P will show. So that is correct. That is correct. So I will drag this down. Okay, let's say I drag it down, or because all of them, there won't be anything here, there won't be anything here. So if I enter something here, for example, that P is there, I will do the same thing to others. But now I wouldn't do that because I haven't completed that. Now pay attention. Pay attention. Let me put 121 here. Pay attention, because what we want to achieve is a situation where this will become good, it will mark good, not just having to enter this will show that yes, it shows there this is valid. It shows that this is valid. So once we select this, we go to our font style. We go to our font style. Under the font style, type wingdings. Type wingdings. When you type winged, this will show, you come down. You will see Windings 1, Windings 2. If you are using Office 2016, I'm not sure you might see this. Office 2016, 2019, I'm not sure if you will see this font in part of your font in your Excel. So once you select that, select this, Windings 2. So we click on Windings 2. Now this shows up. Don't bother. If this happens, what that simply means is that the P you entered is a small letter. That's I purposely put the P in small letter so that we will see what we will have here. So what you need to do is to come to your formula bar. You change the P to capital letter, to uppercase. So change it to uppercase. Once that is done, you hit enter. Like as you can see, automatically it becomes how will I put it now? Automatically it marks good. Now here we can also, let's now drag it down, or let's finish. We can now also apply conditional formatting to this one as well. We can come here and then go to cell rules. Cell rules, come to this, and then we blanks, and when it's no blanks, what do we want? We come to cell, we come to field, and under field, if it's no blanks, let's select this. Let's select this blue. If it's not blank, let's select that particular blue. And then we go to border. Let's also make it this, and then let's say we select this border for it, and font as well. Let's make the font white. Let's make the font white, or let's maintain the black. Let's maintain the black and see how it is. We maintain the font white, black rather, and if we want to make it bold, but I don't want it to be bold, and then this is how it will show. I will come here and say okay. Now this is what we have. This is what we have. So with this, it shows this, the black is okay. If I want, I can make it white, but for the session this night, due to time, let me now drag it down. Is what we have here, and then I will copy this, Ctrl C, and then paste it here as well, and let's move this to this and say Ctrl V, and we say drag down. Now it looks as if it didn't work, but if we come here and enter job title, let's say HR, and move down, you see that is visible. It will come here and put something like this, move down, it works. So what that means, once we enter anything here, it will show that yes, what we enter is valid, is good. Now we are building something amazing this evening. Follow me, please, follow me gently. We are building something interesting. All right, now we have this full name, gender. Under gender, we are going to be using data validation. I don't want to use button. There is something in developer here you will look at to come and begin to say insert. You begin to insert a button like this, but here I want to use data validation. Now, feel free to look at, to go through our exercise entry form. I used this button for that particular section, but for this section I'm going to be using data validation. So on gender here, I'm going to come over to data and move straight to my validation. Here I'm going to come over to this place, select list. Because it's two, I'm going to say male, comma, and female. All right, now I'm going to say okay. So here we have male or female. Then I'm going to also do the same to this place. I'm going to do the same to this place. That's marital status. Go to validation as well, and come to lists. I will put here single, married, divorced, what am I typing? Widow slash, I think so. If I'm not mistaken, that so we have this and we say okay, that is our data validation. We have this option. Then contact, email address, home is this job title, department. Now under department, we are also going to use data validation. For it, we'll go to data validation, come to lists, and for this, our source data will be this will be our source data. So we highlight it, that becomes our source data, and we say okay. Now that we have our department. Then we have this employment status. Employment status, employment type, we also need data validation. For it, go with me, and with time, lists. So let me copy this first. Let me copy it first, Control C, and so I paste it here, Control V. We have this, and we say okay. See, I made a mistake. This is the active one, whereas this is where I should click. So let's do that again. We paste here and we say okay. We have this. Also for our employment status, I need to copy this. Control C, come to employment status, select, go to data validation, select validation, come to any value, we select list, enter here, insert, and then we have this. Beautiful. Now the higher date. Now the higher date can be the date of resumption when the person starts, the day the person resumes, or the day the person resumes. We can use, if that is what our organization sees as higher date, the day the person resumes can be called our higher date. All right, now we can use it equals to today. For example, we ensure that once the person resumes, the person fills this form, comes to enter his details into our database. So we use the today function and hit enter. So it will give us today's date. Tomorrow it will change to tomorrow's date. We are in 17th May 2025. Now the probation period, if your company uses 3 months probation, 6 months, 1 month as the case may be, 90 working days probation as the case may be, we can put it this way, equals to, we can say this plus 90 days. Let me assume 3 months probation. Let me assume 3 months, that's 90 working days. Let's say 90 days. Let me assume probation plus 90. I put there this plus 90 will give me the probation end date, when the probation will end, the probation end date. So I hit enter. That shows me that the probation end date will be by, I think that's August, will be by August. So this is our date, and then this salary we have here monthly. Now we have been able to put in different stuff. We have here marital status, age, the person will enter the age, nationality, the person will enter his or her own nationality, department, we have done that, job title, if we have that. Okay, yeah, here are the job titles we have in our organization, so we can also do that, put that under data validation. Now I need to copy that first. I need to copy this first, Control C. Okay, no need. This is, I will use it as my source data. I will use it as my source data. So we have here, come to this place, list, then here it will be my source data. Highlight this, and then we have that as my source data. Hit enter. All right. So here, the job title, what did I do here? It's supposed to show me. That means I made a mistake. Okay. Okay, let's redo that again. The place you want to validate, that's the place that should be active. So here I will select this, and we say okay. So we have our drop down, we can select any of these. All right, now we have been able to put up our fields. We have been able to put up our fields, and then the next thing to do is, let me reduce this, and let me insert another stuff here, and let me reduce it also to this. I'm trying to be fast. Okay. All right. Now, having done that, the next thing we are going to do is to declare our variables. To declare our variables, I'm going to Okay, now let me start one more. Now the next thing we are going to do is we are going to copy this, Control C, and let's paste it here. Control V. I will. Can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear me? Please confirm if you can proceed. Can you hear me? I'm getting that I'm having network glitch here. Can you hear me, please? If you are with me, drop in the chat box. If you can hear me, if you can see my screen, go ahead, drop in the chat box so that we proceed. We have less than 20 minutes to see if we can finish this first project for tonight before we move to the invoice project. Can you hear me? Someone, can you please confirm? All right, beautiful. I can hear you. Beautiful. Okay. Now, once we have gotten our field name set, we link each of these to this place. So what we do now is we come here and say equals to, we click here and hit enter, and then say equals to, we click this place and hit enter. We call this cell referencing. In Excel, we call it cell referencing. Cell referencing. Beautiful. Now we call it cell referencing. We reference this cell. So whatever enters here will appear here. That's what we are doing now. Whatever enters here will appear here. So one equals, we select this, hit enter. Then we say equals to, we select this, enter. Equals to, we select this, enter. We say equals, we select this one, enter. Equals to, we select this, enter. At the same time, say equals to, select this, enter. Equals to, the same thing we will do for all. I want to be sure that what I selected is this, enter. Okay, then equals to, we select this, enter. Equals to, we select this, enter. All right, ensure you select the right column for it so that you don't get an error in your entry. Okay. Now we do this one as well. Okay. All right, we have this. We have this. Now, once we're able to get this, the next I will do here is I will come here to put what we call, what I can call calculated. Because I'm going to do a kind of calculation here. I'm going to do I'm going to do calculation on that, in that place. So the formula I'm going to use is the formula we call count A. I'm going to use the formula we call count A. That's this function, not formula, rather this function. I'm going to use this function called count A. Now, to do that, I will come here and say equals to count A, double click, select this, put comma, 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 and then select this. Once that is done, I hit enter. It's going to give me that what we have here is 2. Now, what does count A does? Count A does count cells that are not blank. That's what count A function does, cells that are not blank. And what we can see here is that we have 2 cells that are not blank. That's why we have 2 here. Now, if we enter data, and let's enter data. What here we format, we ensure we format this place to be short date. So whatever we enter here will be date as well. So any date whatsoever, any date whatsoever. Let me just use this, and age, whatever, marital status, let's say married, nationality. I'm going to be typing anything here now. I'm going to type this. Then so as you can see, as I'm typing this, this is increasing as these things are getting to have effect here. So I'm going to have emergency contact name. Let me put this, whatever the contact is. This is employment type. This is just let's say this is part-time. This one is just demo. Of course, what we are seeing here is not visible. Of course, you know. So I'm going to put name like this, employment status, resigned, or whatever, and so we have this. We have this entered, and the total is 20. The total is 20. That means everything here once is 20. That's everything is valid. So I'm going to be doing something now. Let me insert another stuff, and let's say over here I want to have my submit. So I select this and merge, and then I will also want to have the same thing, but where I want to have it is down. But okay. Okay, control down arrow. I want to have the same here. Merge this and the same here. Now here, I'm going to type submit. Now I'm going to type submit. It does put, I'm designing submit button so that when somebody finish entering the form, the person will click on submit, it will now submit to the database we are going to have, which we are going to open the database and design. But why I want it down is that so that it won't be easily seen. There is something I want to do. So once we have this, let me give it another font, which is Times New Roman, and let's say I make it bold, and then come over here and I want to make it faint. Follow me, please. This is a bit faint. Follow me. I want to make it a bit faint, so that what I'm doing here is in a situation where if this is complete, follow me, if this is complete, it will show, it will be active. If we complete entering our information here, it will be active. So that in other words, every information here is important. So that's what I want to do here. So the thing I did here is to make this to be faint. What that means is that if it's not complete, it will not display. Now, once having done that, let me come over to this place. This is our formula. Remember, this is what counts is count A, count all values that are not blanks, all cells that are not blanks. That's what count A function does. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to copy this formula. I'm going to copy it here, say Control C, copy, escape, and let me come down. Let me come down as well and select this place. Now I'm going to apply conditional formatting. I'm going to apply conditional formatting on this. Now let's go to apply conditional formatting. For this one now, I'm going to use manage rules. I'm going to use manage rules. This dialog box will appear and I will select new rules. Now I will use a formula to determine which cell to format. So I will use this option. Now once I select it, this comes up. Here I will paste the formula of count A that I copied. So once I paste it, I'm going to say if this formula equals 20, if it's equals to 20, then what do I want? I go to the format. I go to format, let's say the field. Let's say I use the same color as we are using, and border, let's say I use this for border, and fonts I will use white as we used to maintain consistency, and I will not bold it. I will not bold it, and then I will say OK. So this is an example of how it will look. I will say OK, and then I will say OK. Now you see immediately this is active. This becomes active. It shows active. Now let's go up. Let's go up. Follow me as we proceed. Now if I delete one of these, watch now. If I delete one of these, it's now 19. Because this is 19, let's see if our submit button is active. As you can see now, it's no longer active. It's not active. So why do I place it down here? Because I'm going to now design my button. This is not my submit button, but I'm going to use this to design it. Follow me. I will be. Okay. Stephen, you said you didn't really understand the count A. I think I did. I have done a training on functions. I've done a training on functions. Kindly go to the training on functions. I treated 20 functions, advanced 20 functions, basic. I treated that, and then advanced Excel functions. Check, I have done a training on those functions. Count A, count if, I have done training on that. Now what count A does, let me just use few. What count A does is to count cells that are not blank. Once the cell has a value, let's say this value now Q, when you use count A will count it. But if it's blank, count A will not count it. That's what count A does. But count, you use count function to count cells that have numerical values. If it has alphabets, characters, count will not count it. It will not recognize it as a cell that has value. I believe that question is answered. I believe that question is answered. Welcome, Nathaniel. Good to have you. I believe that question is answered. Okay. Now, moving forward, please pay attention and follow me here. I'm going to copy this, Control C. I'm going to copy this, Control C. Now, once I copy it, I'm going to come up here. Now, coming up here, I'm going to paste it here. But for me to paste it here, I'm going to paste it as a picture, but a linked picture to be linked to that the other one. So when we go down here, you will see this formatting, you will see this paste link, you will see this paste as paste picture, you will see this linked picture. Not just paste as picture, but linked picture. So I will now select this. You see this is now as a picture button. Hence, I will come here and select any form I want. I can use this design to make it look like button like. I can use this and then go to picture effects. I'll go to picture effects. I can come down to bevel. I can use this, this or this. Let's say I select this, for example, that you can feel free to use any picture layout. Feel free. There are different ones here, which are I will not go to that direction now. So here is what we have. So here now, what you are seeing here is that if this is going to be fence. Now let's go down. Let me press escape. Control down arrow. Now let me press escape here. Let's say let's make it white. Let's make it white. And then Control up. Now we are here. This is the button. Now let me complete this 1, 2, 1, and we hit enter. You see, it immediately shows the button submit. Now you can increase it, the size of your choice. You can increase it depending on how you want it to be. This is, if I want it to be this big, I can increase it this way. So once what this happens is that if I don't like the effect, I can come back to this and is it this? Okay, I can check this. All right, due to time, let's proceed and use this. Now, I think my network is messed up and we are kind of back. Please confirm if you can hear me. Kindly confirm if you can hear me. I need to be sure that we all can hear me. Network was a bit challenging. I need to be sure that we all can hear me. Please, can someone confirm if you can hear me? Drop in the chat box. If you can hear me, let me know. So that exactly 9 o'clock, I have another meeting. And I need to confirm that. Oh my God. Can we hear me? Please let someone confirm if I'm audible, if you can hear me. Please confirm if you can hear me. I'm having challenge here.